Okay, so I want to show you what most people do wrong with hill technique, because very commonly people are making themselves fatigue quicker, they're less efficient, they injure themselves, there's a whole bunch of things that go wrong. I'll show you what happens, I guess, from a wrong perspective first, and what we then do to change that and make it more efficient, okay? So I'll play this one on the left. So this is just running up hills, just not thinking about anything. And it actually looks pretty attractive. It's kind of like, call it almost like superhero running. You know, like if you really want to just bust it out, then you're driving up that hill. I guess that's part of the issue, in that it is a bit of a drive. So we're landing there, so nice kind of mid to forefoot land, but the issue being that it's out in front, so yeah, it is a braking force. So center of gravity is just is there. It's actually behind that foot, so that's going to be a braking force back that way. So going up a hill like that, it's how a lot of people drive up a hill, then it's just going to be effort. So it's going to be your engine that gets you up there. So quads are going to work hard, calf is going to have to push hard, hamstrings will pull, glutes will pull. So you're really using a lot of energy. If I compare that, so we'll have a look at changes. So I'll just show you this. This is less attractive running, but again, probably looks definitely much more like an ultra runner type of strategy. So jogging, we've shortened stride. We have looked, so again, nice mid to forefoot land. Shortened stride, slightly sped up steps. We've actually looked at leaning into this hill just a little bit as well. So if we look at it, we analyze it in the same way as before. If you look at that, we're way less out in front. So the stride length has shortened up just a little bit. Center of gravity with this slightly increased lean means that the center of gravity is going to be more out in front than what it was before. A few little tweaky things that we'd change about this, like we'd still be aware of that slight hip flexion through there. If we could get rid of that and then increase the lean a little bit, that would improve it even more. But looking better straight away, because what we're aiming to do is use this lean. So if we can use this lean through the body to basically become a controlled fall. We talk about falling up a hill, where if we can use the lean, get center of gravity out in front as much as possible, and then it becomes the driver up the hill. So changes made pretty quickly. I'll just show you this as well. I just want to show you again this efficiency. So landing, we always talk about an elite runner will land. They'll attenuate just a little bit, but then it'll be pretty much back. So we can tell this, a less elite runner will land, sink, and then push. So if we look at this here, he's landed, he's sinking just a bit, and then he's going to have to drive through from mechanics. So that is like, it's 127, so it's 53 degrees of flexion through the knee. This one, try and get the peak of that as well. You can see that that's less flexion straight away. So straight through there. That actually looks pretty good. So that measures 135, so 45 degrees. So we've just changed it by 8 degrees, but again, on the left is land, sink, and push, and this is land. See, again, if we put that angle through it, center of gravity is going to be out in front of that. So it's going to be the driver. So it's making the body way more efficient up this hill. So I'll play them again just to show you the differences again. So on the left, drive, looks really attractive, but just braking and having to drive up the hill. And then we'll get this. As opposed to possibly not as good looking a running technique, but using the lean, shortening the stride, and gravity is doing most of the work. So what we find, and a lot of the work that we did with Will Ragg many years ago, check out his stuff, is on RIFREV, Running Injury Free Revolution, is that running becomes a controlled fall. So that's what you're trying to achieve. So think about some of those changes that you could implement. You can, again, in another video, we'll show you how to master hills even more. But yeah, that's a really cool thing to think of, using gravity to take yourself up the hill and achieve your goals and stay injury free. I'm Paul from BL Physio. I will catch you real soon.